I practice in scopes of practice that are set under Bylaw 4 of the Law Society Act. Those include appearances before any board, commission, agency, or tribunal matter, federal or provincial, in Ontario. I grew up in London, Ontario. My husband grew up in Chatham, Ontario, and we met when we were 21, and we left for British Columbia shortly after that, and it was just the two of us for quite a long time. And then we had our first child 9 years ago. And we stayed for about 2 years and then just decided that it was time to come home. My husband and I have spent the last 25 years debating one another's points very successfully, and I just thought he was looking for a new opportunity, and I couldn't imagine a better advocate in our community than my husband, and I encouraged him to seek this opportunity out, to go through an accredited paralegal program and to go seek his licensing from the Law Society, and he did that, and now he works here with me. We are governed and licensed by the same governing body that governs the lawyers. So they have strict guidelines that need to be adhered to in order to enter a program, an accredited program. So I'm a professor of ethics at Fanshawe College in London, Ontario, and I teach the rules of our profession to my students. My students, I'd say 90% of them come to the program with an undergrad degree. I sat at the first licensing exam in Ontario in 2008. Prior to that, it was a profession that anyone could participate in. But there were some court actions, and there were some the judiciary decided that it was time to regulate and govern the paralegal profession in the best interest of the public, and that is a wonderful thing, and I'm very happy to have become a founding member of our paralegal profession in Ontario. I am running for a bencher position at the Law Society of Upper Canada to sit at convocation. That's a lot of legal discussion about for what is really the board of directors at the Law Society. So I'm running to be a bencher, which is a member of the board of directors that governs the Law Society, that governs all members of the Law Society, lawyers and paralegals. There are many people who go to court self-represented, and it's a struggle for them. So the paralegal profession has really bridged that gap where people who did not come to court with representation, who really would like to be represented, or they feel very unsure about what they can do themselves, they now have an opportunity to seek out access to justice providers.